Mr. Speaker, I rise in opposition. You know, the scripture that I quoted earlier about turning the other cheek, it is a hard word. It's a hard word for me because all this week, all I've wanted to do is fight back. And when you see something that you think is wrong, that's your immediate gut reaction. But that scripture is for me and it's for everyone in this room. And it may be hard, it may go against the grain, but it is nonetheless true. And I think what is also true is that we have to stop saying that our democracy is in peril. And let me talk about that a little bit more. I've been hearing that since I was in college. I remember when George W. Bush won the election, and that was all you would hear. Oh my God, our democracy is over. He's a warmonger. All these outlandish statements that we make about our opponents, right? To gin up the base, to further polarization. It really started even back then. On my side, when Obama got elected, oh my God, our democracy is over. You know, he's a communist plant. He's probably going to bring about communism, right? To gin up the base, right? And then, of course, when Trump got elected, our democracy is over. And yet, we had an election, right? And Joe Biden was elected president. Imagine that. Our democracy wasn't over, right? And, of course, on our side, a lot of people upset as well. We didn't like what Joe Biden was doing. I didn't like his policies. I did not like his executive orders that I thought were an overreach of executive power. I certainly called them out. But our democracy was not over. No, not by a long shot. We didn't stop meeting in these halls as the representatives of the people. We didn't stop doing those things. People still voted. Elections still happened. And Donald Trump was reelected president in the last cycle. I know that that bothers you. I know you don't like it. But he was duly elected. And our democracy is no more in peril than it was back when George W. Bush or when Barack Obama was elected or when Joe Biden was elected. So stop saying that because it contributes to the problem. Ginning everybody up, further polarization, more vortex of polarization that we can't get out of. That's the problem. We have a responsibility right here in this building to pass just laws. And now we have a bill before us. It is not just to suspend election laws, to suspend the time that people have to review constitutional amendments, to shorten the time for when you're supposed to have elections, shorten the time when people have the ability to review and give public input, to move through these bills in 3 days when you're supposed to have at least 30 days in print before you even hear them. And you know it. It's not just. So don't pretend that it is. And here's another truth. All the flowery language, all the defending democracy, standing up, fighting for your democracy, all of that is all subterfuge for this one principle, because this is exactly what you were saying, that in order to save democracy, we must dismantle it. We must undermine it. In order to preserve representation, you must temporarily suspend it. That principle has never been true and has always led to despotism and authoritarianism. But you're following along, marching along right to it, giving away power that belongs to the people, subverting the Constitution, and then saying you're doing it under the auspices of democracy.
30 seconds.
You know, I had no problem saying that I think my president is wrong. I agree with a lot of his agenda, but I think he is wrong on this point. What I don't hear over there on this other side is that our governor is wrong. And you were silent. Don't talk to me about executive overreach when he didn't even let us go worship in our churches. And you said nothing. When he shut down businesses, many of them Latino-owned, immigrant businesses, you said nothing.
Thank you, Assemblymember Gallagher.
So stand up for executive overreach when it really matters. And right now we could do it when it's a member of your own party.
Thank you, Assemblymember Gallagher.